Hi, I'm Sarah with Crafty Creatures, and today we'll be making the Sunrise Color Challenge painting from your Keep 'em Busy box. For this painting, we will need one canvas panel, our paints, and our paintbrushes. From home, let's find a pencil and eraser, a cup of water for washing brushes, and a mess-friendly place to paint. Once we have all of our supplies, let's get started. Turn your panel portrait style so that it is taller than it is wide. Just draw 3 or 4 rows of mountains, only going about halfway up your paper. Let them overlap a little with the largest ones in front so that they look closer. Find a small circle object to trace or draw it freehand to add a small sun in the sky. Let's get painting. We will be using limited colors today. First, let's add a strip of pure yellow right across the middle of the sky. Let's try to avoid painting over our sun, but because it's a light color, if we do go over it a bit, it's not going to matter too much. Next, let's add a little bit of orange to the yellow to make a light yellow-orange. Make a strip of this color on either side of the yellow. Let's blend those two colors together by going over the edges between them with some fresh yellow and maybe a bit of fresh yellow-orange, and blend it back and forth till it's all smooth. Next, we're going to use straight orange, and we're going to use it on either side of the yellow-orange, and blend it the same way we did the first two colors by adding some fresh yellow-orange or regular orange. Next, we are going to use a bit of red-orange by adding little bits of red at a time to our orange paint till we have something that's in between the two colors. And we'll add another good strip and blend it the same. For the last bit of sky, we're going to use just a bit of straight red, and we'll blend that back down into the red-orange. So let's let that dry a little bit while we mix our next colors. For the farthest row of mountains, we are going to add very tiny bits of blue to a lot of white to make it very, very pale blue. And we are going to fill in these mountains it's the last row, it's the closest to the sky, they're the furthest away, so we want them to be the lightest. Once we've filled those in, let's add a bit more blue to this color to make it a slightly darker version and fill in the next row. We'll keep doing this back and forth till we've gotten to our last row of mountains. And for that one, we are going to add even more blue so that it's kind of a shade in the middle, about half blue to half white. Once we filled it in, we're going to let our painting dry for a little bit longer. We want our mountains to be dry before we do this last step. Next, we are going to add some trees along the bottom using straight blue, or we can add a touch of black to make it a little bit darker. It's up to you. I just use straight blue with mine. To make the trees, draw a straightish line with paint using a small paintbrush, and then dab fuzzy lines on either side that start wide at the bottom and grow shorter near the top, like a triangle. We'll paint in our sun with a little bit of yellow to a lot of white for a very faint yellow color. We might have to do 2 coats on the sun. Let your painting dry completely before moving or touching it. Thanks for painting with me today. I'll see you wise owls next time for a new craft. Goodbye.